Gentlemen, it is Pack here. Look, in today's video, I want to talk about the 2K teams that 2K has removed historically. So if you've ever played NBA 2K Play Now, you see that there's historical teams like the 2001 Lakers that won an NBA championship with Shaq and Kobe, the 96 Bulls, historical teams. 2K has added historical teams almost every single year. There's a ton of them, and they're very, very famous. But there are teams that they added, and then they removed them, either because they lost the rights to some players or whatever the case may be. There are some teams that are missing from 2K that used to be there. I'm going to cover the 8 teams that I thought of in today's video. I'm sure I'm going to miss some, so if you think of any, leave it in the comments below and we'll talk about it. And if you like that kind of content when it comes to NBA 2K news, historical stuff, rosters, ratings, and all that kind of stuff, please join the pack and subscribe. Let's get it, man. The very first team is going to be the 1972 Lakers. There's a reason this one's all the way in like the back of this video. So I'm sure most of you are thinking, this team exists, Pack. What are you talking about? The 1971 Lakers exist. Yes, the 1971 Lakers exist, but so do the 1972 Lakers existed. For whatever reason, they decided to have 1971 and 1972 in NBA 2K games. No clue why they needed both teams. In fact, I don't really know a big difference between the two teams besides Keith Erickson not being a starter and Jim McMillan replacing him. Besides that, there's like literally no difference. The other difference is that the 1972 team won an NBA championship, but they won the NBA championship without Elgin Baylor. They wanted to have the 1972 team with Jerry West and Will Chamberlain winning an NBA championship, but it had Leroy Ellis, Jim McMillan, Gil Goodrich. But they also wanted the 1971 Lakers that didn't win an NBA championship, but they had Elgin Baylor, Will Chamberlain, and Jerry West all at the exact same time. So they removed the NBA championship Lakers in order to have the Elgin Baylor Lakers. I'm personally indifferent. As long as you have like a team that's relatively near the same as that team that won an NBA championship, it's not a big deal. Like there's other teams that I think are way bigger problems, but it is a team that existed. It is a team that technically fits the qualifications for this video, and that's why I'm going to call it out. Okay, at number 6, I have the 86 Rockets. Don't get mad at me, okay? I know some of you are maybe telling me that team never existed, Pack, but I swear on everything. I've been playing 2K, like making content on it like this, since NBA 2K15. I swear to you, there was one year, I don't know what year it was, the 1986 Rockets that made the NBA Finals with Hakeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson was on this damn game. I don't know which game it was. I cannot find it. I have looked everywhere, but I swear to y'all, this team existed at some point. I'm not crazy. There is a team with Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon on the same time, and it was a classic team, and I'm pretty damn sure it was the 86 Rockets because they went to an NBA Finals when Hakeem was like 23 years old. A very forgotten team, but damn it, it was in 2K. I don't know which one. If any of you can help me find out which one it was, I swear to you all, it exists somewhere. I'm not insane. My theory, this is my theory, because I wasn't able to find it. My theory is this: they add the team in the middle of a season, and then they never added it to the next game. So it doesn't show up on the list of teams, but it was like an update, and they added the team at one point, and then they didn't add it to the next game. That's why I think I can't find it. I swear it exists. Someone help me out in the comments, but I swear to you it exists. Okay, at number 5, it is the 1985 76ers. Well, duh, this team should be in 2K. I can't believe this team isn't in 2K anymore. I know why it wasn't. It was like removed. So 1985 76ers, if you don't know what it is, it's the Maurice Cheeks, Julius Erving, Moses Malone NBA championship 76ers. It was Dr. J's first NBA championship. It was a big deal. This is Dr. J with like no afro anymore and a mustache. Yeah, it's a team that should always be in 2K. It's a historically great team that absolutely deserves to be in the game. And one of the greatest 76ers teams of all time. The fact that it's not in 2K anymore is ridiculous. But there's the reason why they lost the rights to this team. They lost the rights to Moses Malone. And because they lost the rights to the best player on that team, there was no reason to have the team anymore with just Dr. J and Maurice Cheeks. So I understand why 2K removed the team. That being said, you have the rights to the players now. I don't care that they're on the all-time team. I need this actual team back into 2K. It's such a good team. There's no reason to not have it. It is historically like relevant. This is a team that went against the Lakers, that lost to the Lakers as well, to Magic Johnson's Lakers. Like, this is definitely a team that deserves to be in 2K historically. Needs to be. I know that they removed it, but it needs to be here. At number 4, it is the 1971 Atlanta Hawks. You forgot this team existed, didn't you? I forgot this team existed, bro. This team, the 1971 Atlanta Hawks, the only reason I remember this team a little bit was because of Pete Maravich, obviously, Pistol Pete. But the colors of the Atlanta Hawks, I was like, I never remembered these colors or jerseys or even knew about them, right? No clue they wore these jerseys or colors. But the team of Pete Maravich, Lou Hudson, Bill Bridges, Jerry Chambers, there were some players on this team. The thing is, they've had very few rights to all of them. I think they only had like 5 or 6 players in total. And I think because of that, they didn't want to keep the team at all anymore. But why would you not want Pistol Pete's prime as a roster? Like, why would you not want that, right? I mean, Pete Maravich was a demon. I think he's one of the greater NBA players of all time. I think, of course, you would want to add him into the game with his all-time best team. And Lou Hudson was very good too for a long time. This team was a successful NBA team. Look, I understand maybe why 2K removed it. It's not the most popular team of all time. It's back in the 70s. But I think there's nothing wrong with having 70s and 80s teams. I know that was a long time ago and you probably don't have the rights to everyone, but as long as you have most of the players, I'm not going to complain. I think these teams would absolutely return in 2K, me personally. Okay, a team that you probably didn't know about, the 1990 Atlanta Hawks. So they had the 1986 Atlanta Hawks, but not the 1990 Atlanta Hawks. This team had Dominique Wilkins. This was back in NBA 2K11, and they had this team because it was part of a Jordan challenge back then. But they did have this team that you could use, and this team is essential. I mean, why would you not want to use this team? Dominique Wilkins in his prime, duh. Of course you would want him. Moses Malone, who was an 82 overall, he was still decent. Of course you would want him. Doc Rivers, who was one of the best playmakers of all time, of course. Kevin Willis, who's one of the funner players to use in 2K. If you've ever used him, he's really fun. And Spud Webb, who could dunk, and he was 5'9", 5'8". Why would you not want this team? 5'7" even. I think he was even shorter than that. Why would you not want to use this team? This is a fire team to use. Absolutely amazing team. Very cool. Again, I don't know if they can get the rights to everyone, but a Dominique Wilkins prime team with Spud Webb and Moses Malone and Doc Rivers, that's an amazing team. I know this has only existed back in 2K11, but they should absolutely bring this team back into 2K because it was a very good team. Why not? Up next is the NBA 2K13 Celebrity Team. Man, y'all forgot about this team, huh? It's not a classic team, but you know how they have like the celebrity games in the NBA, like All-Star games. These are a bunch of celebrities that ended up getting rights into 2K, and they made a team about them. And honestly, even though it's ridiculous today, and obviously they would do a much different team today. In fact, I'd probably make a list of players I would make in the new one, but we'll talk about that in a second. I'm actually down to make a video of celebrities I think should be added, but anyways, this was the roster. You had Bow Wow, you had Pauly D from Jersey Shore, you had Justin Bieber, you had Jay Smooth, you had Sean Kingston, Guadagnino, I don't know who that is, I'm gonna keep it real. But Wale and Meek Mill. I mean, why is Meek Mill 71 overall? That's kind of disrespectful. Jesse Williams, and they even had Mac Miller, rest in peace. I mean, at the time, this probably would have been a really, really cool roster because, I mean, all these celebrities were really popular in 2013. I think that's a great roster. I think if you were to do it today, I don't know. I mean, you know, that's another video for another day. We'll talk about it later. But it's, you know, it's silly, it's ridiculous, but I think people would like it today if you could use a celebrity that you liked today, for example. And finally, and probably gonna be the most popular one in today's video, is all the EuroLeague teams. Every single one. Man, they had, I mean, from Real Madrid, Barcelona, Olympiacos, you had the Israeli team, you had Inter Milan. I mean, you had so many teams. The Russian one, you had so many teams. Now, obviously, we didn't know any of these players, and most of these players didn't have real face scans. But let's not act like you tried these teams every once in a while and had fun times. Like, Nana De Colo on the Russian team was a pretty cool idea at the time. It was fun. You know, Luka Doncic, who was like a 57 overall 16-year-old, was a cool idea, and it was fun. Again, I'm down for them to bring him back, even if they try. I mean, they don't have to make the EuroLeague teams perfect. They could try to make them as good as they can, but I'm not going to act like I didn't try them. I thought they were fun. I had a good time with them. I made really cool rosters with them, and I think it'd be a great addition today. Those are and I mean every single one. I think that'd be awesome. Why not? Okay, those are all the historic teams, the classic teams that used to be in 2K and aren't in 2K anymore. Let me know if I missed any in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.